Are we live?
Yuri! How's it going, everybody? Welcome to another edition of the craziest sports talk show in the United States. It is the Sports Drive here on the Arena Sports Network, and I'm Blab. Josh Libis here from Chirac. Here to be director of chaos. And yeah, we're gonna have a lot of fun today. It is the post-hump day edition of the Sports Drive, which means, oh hey Billy, did you enjoy your hump day? Get out of my face, bitch. Anyways, public service announcements before we get going here on this Thursday. For you oversensitive, can't take a joke people, please do not watch this show. And if you do, don't get offended by what's said on this show, because when I say LeBron James is overrated, he's overrated. I don't want to hear, but come on, he's a 12-time All-Star. He's this and that. I have my opinion. You have yours.
Isn't he like a 25-time choker, though?
Because our opinions disagree with yours doesn't mean we don't know what we're talking about or don't have the right to say what we want to say. Period. And secondly, there's vulgar language. Get over it. These are just four guys who would be sitting next to each other at a club, at a bar, talking about sports and having fun with each other. That's the point of this show. So yeah, there's some F-bombs here and there, whatever Sean snaps as Skippy. But hey, we handle it. It's all good. And at the same time, we don't take ourselves too seriously. Neither should you take yourself too seriously.
Yeah, right, really.
Hey, just like the lady that was wearing the Chewbacca mask that was having a good time. Hey, that's what America's about. Hey, she had no care about the world, no care in the world, knowing that people would make fun of her for the way she looked or whatever, and she had fun doing something that she wanted to do. What's the sin in that? Oh, why is she getting attention on Good Morning America? Because she's still trying to be a normal-ass human being in the United States these days. I didn't know we could actually live a normal life in the United States. No, we need to have our head up our ass because we can't get over 9/11 that happened 15 years ago.
I have a normal life. I love my life. It's not perfect, but I love it.
Anyways, let's get to the Gene Honda introductions because we got to bring in some comedy into this show. Me. Introducing first from Blue Bumblebee, Kentucky, we got Jim Cornette's lackey and Uber driver. He is the landlord of the KFC Yum Center, and you can see him. You can see him helping out John Calipari at recruiting sessions for the Kentucky Wildcats. He is a self-proclaimed bowling master, averaging over the rates of 200 points per bowling session. He is the one and only Andrew Browning.
What's going on, Josh? What's going on, Sean and Frank?
Do you really drive for Uber?
Morning there, Browning. Welcome to the show. Thank you for filling in for the snowman.
I can't drive it, Frank, so I don't know yet.
Hey, you know what? Here's the thing, though. You may have to drive a bunch of intoxicated and stoned out people at 2 in the morning. So if you want to drive for Uber, just beware.
Hey, by the way, I want to give a teaser for my opening rant. It has to do with Facebook, actually.
Oh, sure. Go ahead.
I usually let Sean do the ripping on Facebook, but I got one of my own as well.
I say let's forget. Why we continue with the opening rants? Let's hear this now. Let's hear it. Let's hear it now.
No, I got to finish the introductions.
Oh, well.
Yeah, introductions. Here we go. That's what we got first.
Introducing next from Blue Bumblebee, Indiana.
What?
He's the advocate for the nightmare of the United States, Donald Trump.
What?
Why?
He is a rap bastard. That's he is. He is an advocate for the Chicago Cubs and Wrigley Field.
What?
He also, for some godforsaken reason, thinks that Donald Trump is the best choice for president this year.
What?
He
definitely is.
He is. We consider him the big win. But at the same time, you know what? He does the shock during the Scooby Bayless bash hour. He is the big win himself. Frank Sprankle.
What?
That's what. Speak.
Already.
Let's go. Vominos, we got to introduce Sean. Come back in.
Oh, Frank.
Come on, Frank, man. Come on.
The hell
Put it on
knocked me out?
yourself.
Dude, why did you knock me out?
You did it to yourself.
No, I didn't. You're the one. You're the doofus that knocked me out. Shame on you.
Introducing last and certainly not least, we got a man who hails from Blue Bumblebee, Idaho, and Bumblefuck USA.
What?
It doesn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't get bigger in Bumblefuck USA than Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. I'll
What?
definitely say that. He is a product of Montana, Minnesota, and a bunch of other Blue Bumblebee markets in the United States. He is the taxi cab driver for Pablo Sandoval when he wants to go out and eat. He is the Steve Bartman of the Sports Drive. He is our co-host, the one and only Sean Mann.
Here.
gosh.
Welcome, everybody, to the Sports Drive on this Thursday, May 26, 2016, 11:06 a.m. on the East Coast, which is 8:06 a.m. on the West. Right now, the weather is pretty cloudy right now. It's kind of cool. It's that nice little May weather. I kind of like that.
Did you say Mayweather?
May weather. Open up your hearing before you get booted.
Why you
Okay,
mentioning-
welcome everybody to the Sports Drive. And lastly, we're not done with the intros yet. We got a man out here who dislikes having to write down everything that the egotistical loser Skip Bayless says.
Check.
We got a man out there who is a diehard White Sox fan,
Check.
a Blackhawks fan,
Mhm.
a Bulls fan,
Check.
and a Bears fan.
Check.
But not a ladies' man.
He lives in the city. He lives in a city called the Windy City.
Chirac.
Back, our host of the Sports Drive, Josh Lopez. Yes.
Year he.
God.
Know your role and shut your mouth, Frank Sprinkle, for once.
Hey, you know what? I'm the oldest. So I'm the only one in my 30s out of all four of us.
Man, you're the one quickest to retirement home. That's what we established here.
Hey, you know what? I don't have to do anything if I live in a retirement home.
It's kind of crazy. I am the youngest of the four of us here.
Yeah, I'm going to be
figure.
30. Hey, guys, do you know I'm going to be 35 in a little more than 2 months?
Uh-oh. Oh, Sean, we may have to buy a wheelchair for Frank soon.
Yeah, I'm going to be 35.
All right, so Frank wants a wheelchair for his birthday. I'm going to write that down somewhere.
You know, there's probably a lot of things I can do with a wheelchair.
And you know what? In that wheelchair, he can enjoy wearing his blue Bumblebee outfits and his leather jacket.
I'll be 28 in August.
Oh. Hey, Frank, you have to realize that you don't listen. Only me and Snowman are allowed to kick people out. So here we go. Again, don't listen.
How is everybody today? Welcome to the Thursday show of the Sports Drive.
I want to address Johnny Drama's question. Not question, but comment in the chat room.
Isn't that Johnny Manziel?
Matt Harvey is probably the biggest disappointment in this year's baseball season so far. This guy has been pure and utter trash so far, and I'm not even a Mets fan. How the hell you give up 9 runs in 3 innings?
3 innings?
Yeah, wasn't he supposed to be Cy Young candidate?
He is god awful.
Harvey just
Yeah.
sucks this year.
Oh, hey guys, remember what I was telling you in the conference room
Mm-hmm.
about a Matt Rent video that I was telling you about from Mike Francis? I'm going to play that as a teaser going into our opening rants, okay? Because this is pretty funny. Just give me 1 second. Talk amongst yourselves.
All right, actually, as a matter of fact, I'm going to read the rundown for the show with everybody coming in here until Josh does come back. We're starting, of course, we got the intro, we got the opening rant, the Sharks to the Stanley Cup Finals for the first time in franchise history.
Oh, that's great. Nice for
We're not going to have the Rye Young Snowman debate. We're going to talk about rip on the predictable the NBA is and talk about the cities for the next 5 Super Bowls that they got coming up, which just came out.
Dude, I'm not surprised.
On this day in sports history, we got birthday shout-outs, Skip Bayless Bash Hour, Factor Fiction, and lastly, we got our spoken word. So that's our show for today on the 26th of May, 2016. It's 9 minutes after the hour of the day. Oh, we got a video. Here we go.
Yeah, here it is. Oh, yeah, I want to hear this.
I watched it last night. All they talked about after the game was I drove me crazy. All they talked about, we got a couple of good bats late. We were within a run. You're playing a team that stinks. You're playing a team full of minor leaguers. That comes in here and sweeps you 4 games. Well, we're in these games. In these games, the team is 46 and 73 when it came in here. They beat you 4 straight games. And they don't have anybody in the lineup. The Mets and Terry Collins have become completely accepting of this garbage. Well, what are we going to do? We just come out here and march right again. Thank God the Astros are here. We might be able to beat that game. They're 6 and 33 in their last 39 games. The Mets are 12 and 30 in their last 42 games. 12 and 30. Do you know they have lost 14?
It's an old one, but I think it's a perfect example of how pathetic and overrated the Mets.
Mike Francesca's hilarious. I gotta tell you, that guy's hilarious.
The question is, can the Mets really?
Or at least Matt Harvey.
The question is, though, can the Mets really surprise people like they did last year? Get hot at the right time and actually.
If their pitching holds up, they will.
Yeah, here's another quote from Francesa.
Oh,
no, what do you mean no? No, I'm kidding. I don't know. Maybe we'll see. It's kind of early.
Yeah, it is. Anything
say
can
that.
happen.
Let's get into the opening rants. I want to start off with this because
you got one, Glory Hump.
Gosh, go right ahead.
Well, people, I appreciate the support you give me for my wrestling show, but please don't send me friend requests when I don't know who you are. If you don't have a mutual friend of me, I'm not adding you. Stop it with your fake ass friend requests when your account's filled with porn all over your damn profile. And secondly, get your shit away from me. I don't want viruses on my computer because I added a friend that's going to spam my wall with stuff and links to stuff that's going to mess up my computer. You're killing me, bro. And secondly, enough with the Candy Crush. No more Candy Crush.
Yes.
I don't care about Pirate Kings either or whatever bumblefuck games are on Facebook. It's nonsense. You should have more time to do something that's relevant.
Yeah, really.
Oh, yeah, it's Sooner Gary. It's easy to say, oh, just don't click. It's the only thing, so I'm expecting notifications for business purposes, but I get these Nimrods sending me stupid-ass game requests and irrelevant freaking friend requests. Come on, man.
Yeah, let me ask you this. Do a lot of people on social
Seriously. And then I got these dumb hoes around my neighborhood talking about, oh, I miss my boyfriend who's in prison. What's wrong with you?
Prison?
You're saying you're sad because you miss your little boyfriend that got himself arrested because he can't separate himself from a stupid gang? Come on, man.
Just remember not to bend over in the shower.
Oh, feel sorry for me. All guys are the same. Oh, I want this, but I want that. You girls are the biggest bunch of hypocrites I've met in my entire life. Period. I know Snowman would attest to that as well. People, I don't care about your personal issues. Keep that shit to yourself. The only reason why I'm on Facebook is to promote this show and what I do. Is there times I go on sports rants? Absolutely. But I'm not here to tell you my whole life story. I don't care.
Yes.
Exactly. Enough.
Thank you, Glory.
It's sad that I had to find out on news when family members pass away or when a bad situation going on downtown with like I was telling you the other day, Sean, about the grandmother getting shot and killed on the same day her own daughter had her own funeral. I mean, come on, man. It's brutal. Facebook, you're killing me, man.
You know what? This is exactly why social media is an effing joke, and this is exactly why social media needs to go away. Now, granted, last night I had a little fun. I posted a little bit right there. I was just having a little bit of fun. I actually took that degree post down. I thought, everybody knows I'm going to get the degree. Why the hell do I need to bring that up? But other than that, though, Facebook needs to go. I'm just saying that too many people are getting hurt. Too many people are getting zapped. If somebody's going to send you a request, you got to often wonder if that person is real or if that person created a fake name to send you a request so they could possibly hack your account and stuff. It is a joke, and too many people have gotten hurt. I've gotten hurt way too much on Facebook. I tell you, gentlemen, it's really, really sad and unfortunate that I've been a victim. I've been photoshopped. I've been bullied. I've dealt with manipulators, with game players. I mean, it's been really, really sad about that. I made some dumb and stupid mistakes on there. But you know what? Social media, it happens for people saying not actually do dumb and stupid mistakes. I mean, it's a joke, and it needs to go. And I can't wait till Facebook is gone. I really do. I really mean it, Josh and Frank.
No, I believe you. I believe you, Sean. I believe you.
Mr. Sprinkle, how about you, bud? What's your opening rant for
Okay,
today?
well, let me say this. I'll just continue with this rant here.
Frank.
What? That's I.
Oh, Frank.
That's I, dude.
I hear Frank just fine.
Yeah, he hears me.
I can't hear him.
That's your issue. Shawnee boy.
It's not me.
Hey, Browning Beastar, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Well, then you know what? I'm still gonna go off my opening rant anyway. You know what? Here's a problem.
I can't hear him. It's weird.
Maybe you need to log out and log back in.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I'll wait.
Anyway,
I'll tell you what. I'll wait till he comes back. Hold on. I'm gonna wait till.
but it is true.
He comes back.
Too many people are getting hit, and you know what's really, really
That's
bad?
their problem. Shawnee, that's their problem.
Well, yeah, but you know
Not
what's also bad, Frank, about it? I'm sorry for interrupting, but I'm just saying this too. What's also bad about it is when some people make up lies about you and
All
play.
Right, he's back. All right, I want to get in on this. Can you hear me now, you glowy hump?
Yes.
Okay, let me get on to this. You talk about people, and then one thing I am proud of you, you glowy hump, is that you won't friend certain people because you don't know them. See, that's the problem with social media. If you have somebody that has 2,000 friends, let me ask you people this. Does that individual know all of those 2,000 friends?
I need to really cut back on mine. I got to go
Okay,
easy on.
no. The question is, hold on. The question is, if somebody has 2,000 friends on Bookface, as you call it, Schwani, do they even know all these people?
That's a good point. Because
Probably not. They probably don't know all of these people. They don't know all of these jabronis. well, it's true, though. It's true.
I call them Nimrods, but jabronis work out. It's
Well, the point is, a lot of people, who's really your true friends? It ain't your Bookface friends because you don't know these people. You don't know the majority of them. You only know a certain number of them. My goodness. You know what? If people want to be dumb and be politically correct and elect the wrong people in government, you know what? That's on you. You can do whatever the hell you want. But you know what? That's on you. That's my opening rant. Whoever wants to go next, go ahead.
Browning?
I don't have anything, so.
Oh, man. Come on, man. This is like the fourth time this week you've been the co-host of the show, man. He's got to start bringing some stuff.
He's playing the fifth. That's what he's doing.
There's something inside of him that he wants to get out, but he doesn't want to get it out. Come on, there's
You
something.
want to tell us how naive we are with the fact that the Cavaliers are going to be handed another NBA championship in a couple weeks?
Oh, please.
They're gonna win the next game.
Yeah, great.
Hey, let me ask you.
Where's my pillow at, Browning?
Hey, Browning, Browning. I gotta tell you this. You do know the Cavaliers are the NWOs of the NBA.
No, that's an insult to the NWO. They're actually interested.
Hey,
Oh yeah, my fault. I'll boo myself out for that. I'm gonna boo myself.
Oh man.
Oh, Frank. Got that.
All right, Walmart boys, your turn. Finish stuff up.
We finish it off with this. People stop acting like jerks. Stop sending requests to people that like Frank has a very good point, and he hit it right there. Well said, Frank. And you know what? I'm going to give him props for what he says because I have to put that because you know what? If you're going to add somebody, you're going to be like, is that friend really going to be a friend? Or is that going to be fake? Or is that going to be a fraud? Or is that somebody who's going to Photoshop your pictures or stalk your account and try to know everything there is to know about you? It's like none of their effing business. And it's not right to do it. Like today, my rant is I got text from this weirdo today, just texting me and acting weird. And I texted with a friend of mine, and then now she's going really, really crazy and nuts. So I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to respond back. I don't need to put up with it. You're accusing me of all this crap and all these, and that's like, and now I'm so tired because I got 3 hours of sleep last night. I'm going to make it through the show just fine and make it through the day. I've gotten 3 or 4 hours of sleep, and believe you me, it's very hard when you have less energy inside of you. But you certainly don't need to deal when people are acting weird and you're realizing you're there for a friend, and then the person turns crazy on you and calls you a weirdo and calls you a freak and a creep and stuff like that. That's what this person did. I'm not going to name any names, but you know something? it's really, really sad how I met this person last year when I went back east. And then this person would say something to me like that too. But you know what? I'm man enough to realize exactly. Get a life. I'm man enough to realize to know, be pissed at me and get angry with me. I'm not going to frickin' retaliate against you, whoever you are, whoever texted me, and I'm not going to do that or do this. But you know what? Get a grip. Get a life. I am a person who melts people out.
Yeah, let me get the violins out for the people that get butthurt over the fact that I don't succumb to their morals or ethics. Sorry, bro. I'm gonna live my own life, not yours. Period.
Yay!
What's worse about our world and about social media?
It sucks. How about that? That's what.
Well, is also the made up lies and the made up BS that
Correct.
you're faced with. And you know what? When you're getting ripped like I was this morning for a couple of hours, which was really weird because I'm trying to help this person out, when I'm being supportive and being helpful and helping this person out the last couple of months, then it's really, really bad. You get ripped. And I'm like, all right, if you're going to feel that way about me and accuse me of this and that, I'm going to shut you off. I'm not going to text you. I'm not going to call you. Better yet, I'll block you from my goddamn phone so you don't ever play that bullshit with me. You know, I'm sorry. I was pissed off about it. And I'm really, and then it's like, that's why I was so quiet today. It's not then directed toward you, Browning, toward you, Josh, and toward you, Frank, but it's like,
here we go.
Here we go.
Oh, no.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, God. You know, on that note, let's move on.
You know what? We should boycott every Simpsons video he puts up.
Please.
Hey, I'll put some Beavis and Butthead up, too.
You know what? Hey, yeah. Sean, did you get a chance to see the Cold Shot music video I sent you last night?
I love that.
Yeah, but seriously,
that's a good thing.
Let me ask you guys this. I feel bad for the children growing up in this year. They don't have adults to look up as role models.
I would agree with that.
Yeah, that's why I played that video, Shwani.
I definitely
All
agree.
right, let's move on. Let's talk about what happened last night. We want to send our congratulations to the San Jose Sharks, who are advancing to the Stanley Cup Finals for the very first time. I think this is pretty cool, too. This is the 25th anniversary of the franchise being in existence.
I remember when they were new.
They're making their first Cup final appearance, and it's kind of cool for me because I was actually at the Shark Tank last year for the Raw after WrestleMania. So I'm happy for that fan base there. The arena is a dump, but the area looks like a dump, but I'm happy there's something positive going around that area. So, who wants to go first? Any thoughts in the series? By the way, I'm the only one here on the show besides, I think, Sean, that picked the Sharks to go to the finals, right. By the way.
Well, I'll start, because here's the thing. I was 10 years old in the fall of 1991 when the San Jose Sharks were an expansion team. I was in fourth grade. It was the 1991-92 season. And this is a Shark organization that's had some pretty good teams. I'd say overall some pretty solid teams in their 25-year history. But for them to go to the Stanley Cup Finals, obviously you got to come first full circle. You got to win the Stanley Cup. Should be interesting to see who they play in the East. We'll find out tonight between Pittsburgh and Tampa Bay. I still think it'll be Tampa Bay. They'll get back to the finals. They impressed me against the Blackhawks last year. But like I said, this is an organization and a community, the Bay Area, that you just got to tip your cap to. Hey, you know what? 25 years coming. Shark fans, hey, enjoy this. It's going to be fun.
Yes. And at the same time, down goes the Blues again. And you got to realize, how many times have we been in this position with this core?
They had a good season, though. They had a good season. But,
I mean, how many times have this team and this core have been put through the situation where they're bouncing the playoffs early, or they are just this close to making it to the Cup final, and it never works out for them? I mean, I think somewhere down the road, maybe not next year, but maybe the year after that, Ken Hitchcock will be one of those coaches that's on the hot seat.
The way I look at it is, first off, congratulations to the Sharks. I got a friend of mine who lives out in California, and she is a diehard Sharks fan, so I congratulated. I know, Frank, we're careful with who we have to realize who's real and who's not on there. But anyway,
I'm a real dude.
But she is a diehard Sharks fan. She lives in San Jose. I mean, this is the first time in Stanley Cup, actually in franchise history, that this team goes. Do I think that the Sharks can honestly go on with the way they look to win the Stanley Cup. I really do. I'm actually going to be pulling for them against whoever they play for the Eastern Conference representative. And and Josh, you hit it right there. St. Louis Blues out. Ken Hitchcock, who knows if he is going to be back even next year. I'll say that I'll put two coaches up there that are on the hot seat. Ken Hitchcock, Claude Julien. That's who. Those two are on the hot seat before the season begins.
There's got to be a little more to that, though.
Yes. Yeah. I would even put the coach for Washington on the hot seat as well.
Bruce Boudreau?
No, not Bruce Boudreau was with the Ducks. Now he's with the
right. That's what I'm thinking.
The Wild, right? Sean, he's with the Minnesota Wild.
No, that's right. He's with the Wild. My apologies there. And by the way, the Wild are getting a good coach.
With the Kings coach. What was it?
Daryl Sutter. No,
that's Sutter. That's one that should be on the hot seat.
The former Barry Trotz is the head coach of Washington. Remember, he used to be the head coach for Nashville for many years. He was actually their first head coach. Remember, Trotz was the first head coach for the Predators when they came to the league in 1998.
Yeah. Let's move on to the NBA. But one last thing for hockey tonight is games. Right? Is it tonight or tomorrow?
It is tonight.
Tomorrow night.
Yeah, tonight in Oakland will be Game 5 of the Western Conference Final. Sorry there, Josh. It'll be the Warriors hosting the Thunder as the Thunder look to pull off the upset. Back to Josh.
Yeah. I was going to say tonight, Game 7 of the Stanley Eastern Conference Finals for the Penguins and Lightning.
I think I'd rather watch that than the NBA.
Yes. Speaking of the NBA.
Oh, God, why?
Is it me or this is the most predictable ass playoffs I've ever seen my entire life?
That's now you know why I don't want to talk about the NBA, but I'll do it.
Like seriously, it's written right in front of our eyes. Okay, what? Golden State's gonna win their next game at home, and then they'll lose Game 6, and then we're gonna have a rematch of the Queen versus the Cavs, the Queen against the Thunder, and then the Thunder won't show up in the NBA Finals. We'll have this big storyline where Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook clash with each other, and they're gonna go their separate ways after the season. And here we are, behold, the Queen has brought the title back to Cleveland. Dude, this is WWE could tell better stories than this shit.
Hey, you know what I call it, guys? You know what we should call the NBA? What we should call this year of the NBA? I got a perfect name. We should call it Pansy Puss Basketball. Seriously, we ought to, how about that? What do you think? Pansy Puss Basketball? How
about the National Sissy Association? How about that?
No, you know, I have a friend of mine that actually has, did you know what NBA stands for? I have a friend that actually coined what the NBA stands for. NBA, nothing but assholes.
It's one of the arguably the softest era of the NBA.
It's right the softest era of the NBA.
Yeah, well, let me rephrase that. It is the softest era in the NBA right now, because when you look at this right now, you look at how, how biased it is. Like last night, Fox Sports reported, or it was yesterday, they reported that with Golden State now being down 3-1 against the Thunder, that the Cavaliers are now the favorite to win their first ever NBA championship in franchise history, which would end a 52-year drought.
Oh, God.
And that would be the whole thing that they would talk about. What's going to be the reaction if they win the next 5 games? It'll make me sick to my stomach.
Hey, Frank, you could, and everybody, you cannot tell me this is a legitimate competition when the Raptors won 2 competitive games on their home court, but for some godforsaken reason they go to Cleveland and they lose by 40 points.
Hey, you know what? Let me say,
you can't tell me that's legit competition. I'm sorry, Browning.
If the Cavaliers win let me ask you guys this: if the Cavaliers win the NBA championship, wouldn't that be bad for Cleveland? Wouldn't they torch the entire city?
The whole city.
It's already a dump.
It'll be worse. They'll torch it all down.
It's a dump.
I think, and then, kind of going back to tonight's games, the keys for the Thunder is they really have to wake up. We did say a few days ago on the Sports Drive that the Thunder really do need to wake up.
No, the Warriors need to wake up.
I mean, hold on. I said Thunder. I'm going to rephrase it. Thanks for correcting me. The Warriors really need to. The Warriors do need to really, really wake up. They realize now. You know what? The Thunder have done one thing, okay, and they've done this. We saw that Houston could never figure out Golden State, and that's why they got destroyed in 5 games. We saw Portland get taken down in 5 games.
Correct.
The Oklahoma City Thunder have done one thing. They have really put a lot of pressure on the Golden State Warriors. Mm-hmm. They have really figured them out. They have, they have really denied Stephen Curry, Draymond Green, the Golden State, Iguodala, Their whole team is just a team that has really gone downhill. I mean, if the Warriors do win 3 games, it'll be a miracle, but I don't see it happening. I'm going to say tonight, like I asked Sooner Gary this, I say tonight the Warriors will win Game 5, but it ends in 6 games. The Thunder have just been so tough to beat at home all year in the playoffs. They lost to Dallas, of course. They lost to the Dallas Mavericks and the San Antonio Spurs, but Dallas, that was luck. I mean, it was a gift because of what happened in Game 2, because Dallas was able to pull off that game, and then the Thunder took them out 3 straight after that, after Dallas got the split. San Antonio, for them to take the Spurs down, I think was still the bigger surprise, because it could be right now the Warriors taking on the Spurs, which I predicted going back like in November, December of last year. But we'll see what ends up happening. It's going to really be interesting what the Warriors do. But if the Warriors do lose tonight, I would not want to set 1 foot in Oakland or San Francisco. I wouldn't even want to set foot there right now, gentlemen, because look where they're at. They're just 3 games won.
Wait a minute, would you want to go to that game tonight?
No.
Oh, so you really want to set foot at Oakland?
No, Golden State fans are bandwagon fans. That's what they are. Yeah, they're loud, but they're bandwagon fans.
That's one of the loudest arenas in the
NBA. I'll say this though. I'll say this to Sean in the conference call. I give all respect for Karl Anthony Towns being the player, like rookie player of the year. But if it was me, I would give it to Billy Donovan, because with your everybody knows coming from college to the NBA is not an easy transition, and to have your first year go 55-27 and then be up 3-1 in a series against a team that broke the all-time regular season winnings record, and on a chance to go to an NBA Finals, you can't tell me that's not a great year for a rookie head coach.
No, it's impressive for a rookie head coach.
Mm-hmm. Let me bring up another NBA topic before we move on here, because there's a lot of NFL stuff we got to get into today as well, especially with the Super Bowl cities that were revealed as well. I have a new basketball arena for the TD Bank North Garden. I got a new name for it.
Oh, dear Lord.
I wish we had a sound effects machine where I could play drum rolls and stuff.
I can do it.
My reaction.
Is that good?
Coming to a Boston arena near you in Bumblefuck, Massachusetts, we have in 2019 the Walmart Garden.
Oh, dear Lord.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Walmart Garden.
Oh, dear Lord.
I do not want a team called the Walmart Garden for arena. Hey, Browning, shut your yap. Nobody asked you.
Hey, come on, Sean. You can get a haircut at the arena and watch your favorite team.
Hey, you know what? That actually would work out well. Get a haircut and watch the game.
Oh, yeah, get a haircut, and then I got the money to go to a game. Yes.
Go get your hair washed, too.
Yeah, there's probably a strip club in there, too, probably.
Whoa,
We
really?
don't know about.
Oh, man.
Oh, man. I had to bring that up just to bring some comedy.
That's a good one.
Comedy.
Oh, by the way, this is a little funny story. Hey, Scott Steiner, can you please shut the fuck up already?
Big Papa Pump?
You've been so irrelevant for the last 10 years. Nobody cares about you anymore, bro. Keep flexing your muscles, keep being jealous about Hulk Hogan, and shut up already.
Holla, if you hear me. Hey, let me ask you this. You know the guy's on roids.
Oh, no, all right. Are you kidding me? Of course he is.
You do not get muscles like that. I can tell you at least 10 professional wrestlers.
Hey, you saying that is like saying Pablo Sandoval is fat. I know he's fat.
Oh, man.
Oh, God.
Holla, if you hear me.
Hey, this is a little radio tip for you broadcasters out there. This is called a reset. You are listening to the Sports Drive here on Arena Sports Network here on Blab. It's 10:34 here in the Central. It makes it 11:34 out on the East Coast. If you live anywhere else, figure it out for yourself. I don't really care.
34 out here in the West on Thursday.
I'm here alongside the Walmart man, Sean Mann. He is going to be one of the key contributors for bringing the Walmart Garden to change the TD Bank North Garden. We're also here with Browning, the self-proclaimed bowling master and the Queen lover. We also have the big win himself, Frank Sprankle.
That's right.
He is the Robert Shapiro of the Sports Drive. Yes, he is.
Yes, I am. I'm that handsome and that smart.
Don't forget, at the top there, we're going to have the Skippy Bayless Bash Hour. Last week's Bash Hour was off the charts. This week has been crazy as well, especially Tuesday's one. Oh man, Sean snapped. I think of this 1 million is what I had.
Hey, Sean gonna snap it. Hey, will Sean snap today?
Yes, he will snap today.
Sean, you gotta be like me.
At the same time, though, we'll have Fact or Fiction. That's our weekly Thursday segment as well. And then I love how all these big-time shows are taking the day off tomorrow because it's Memorial Day weekend coming up. We're not tomorrow. We're having Potluck Friday, and we're doing the show because sports fans want to have real sports talk, not lame-ass hosts taking days off when the actual holiday is on Monday, not Friday, jackass.
You got it.
Anyways, let's go on to the NFL. It was announced yesterday that we have the locations for the upcoming Super Bowls.
You do?
This year, it'll be in Houston on the NRG Stadium. That's going to be 2017. The year after that, it'll be the Minnesota Vikings, the U.S. Bank Stadium. Hey, Sean Mann's family may get to go to the Super Bowl for once. 2018. There you go. There.
No joke. There's actually been a little bit of a talk about. My uncle was talking about wanting to make sure we'd have a Mann family reunion.
Yeah.
To go to that Super Bowl, whoever was playing.
Well, if it's the Patriots, go for it.
Oh.
Also, 2019, we're going to be at the new. Why is there 2 Mercedes-Benz Dome in the NFL? Can you tell me that?
Yeah. What? You know
the
what?
one in Atlanta. They're changing the Georgia Dome to a Mercedes.
No. That's a new stadium. That's a whole new stadium.
I know it's a new stadium, Frank, but why do you need 2 of them in the NFL?
Okay, but let me ask you this: then why do you need 2 American Airlines?
I don't know. Why do we need 5 fucking teams in California in the NFL? Why do we need 4 teams in Florida for basketball? I don't know.
Let me ask you this: why do we need Pablo Sandoval on this world to not be a good example to the country?
That's terrible.
I mean, you mentioned the panda, and that's really, really sad that you're dissing him.
The better question to have is why do we have Skip Bayless on this world?
Yeah,
I disagree with Bayless, but you got to leave the panda alone after all the success he's had.
Why do we have the NBA the way it is now?
Exactly.
That's the point. That's
a very good point. Also, don't forget 2020. It'll be in. How about this? New Miami Stadium.
Yeah, that's pretty.
What the hell is that?
That's
a new Miami Stadium.
Well, it looks nice.
Are you scratching my ass, corporation company? God, man. We talked about this on Tuesday. The Royal Farms Arena. Yeah, that's a great name. We have Little Caesars Arena taking over the Joe Louis Arena, which I think is a crime and a sin.
New Miami Stadium.
Would you shut the hell up? Okay.
All right, cut it out.
Okay. All right, and then the final one, of course, 2021 will be in LA. That'll be by the time LA has their new stadium.
Yeah, in Los Angeles, where Stan Kroenke is all happy and optimistic about football returning to Los Angeles.
Hey, I find it funny that the Rams are playing at the old dump, the LA Coliseum this season.
Hey, let me ask you this. It's kind of interesting because the last Super Bowl to be held in the Los Angeles area was the Rose Bowl in Pasadena, January 93. It was between the Cowboys and the Bills, the first Super Bowl.
Correct.
And Michael Jackson actually performed the halftime. Why do I have a feeling that they might actually have a hologram of Michael Jackson for halftime of the Super Bowl?
I don't know. I really don't know, Frank.
Well,
but I do know that they are playing in that dump. The Coliseum.
The dump. Wait, I thought they're getting a new. Oh yeah, they are for 3 seasons. They're getting their new stadium in Inglewood.
Like seriously, it's gonna look like a prison yard with Roman Coliseum bars around the city. That's what it's gonna look like on screen.
Yeah, let me ask you, what was that movie with Burt Reynolds and then Adam Sandler was in the remake?
Longest Yard.
That was it. Doesn't that look like a stadium from The Longest Yard?
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, the LA Coliseum.
Hey, you
There's a
remember the Gridiron King with The Rock?
I remember, with Dwayne.
Yeah, you could do. It's probably something like that as well. Anyways, Sean, what's your thoughts on the Super Bowl city names? And are you surprised there's no diversity in these stadiums? Because it seems like it's only East Coast bias, and then with the exception of Minnesota.
I honestly think, though, we start off with Minnesota. Though it's great. Minnesota has never. Minnesota's never had a good football stadium since they had the old Metropolitan Stadium. And
they had a Super Bowl.
My family, especially my dad, went to numerous Minnesota Twins, Minnesota Viking games. He remembered very, very well that they would go there. Well, yeah, they went. My parents went to one in 1978. They went to a Vikings-Lions game, and that was a great place. That Metropolitan Stadium is. For the Vikings to get a new stadium, it's great. The Metrodome, I'm sorry, was a dump. We talked about stadiums that weren't very good. My family did not like the Metrodome. I've been to the Metrodome. I was 4 years old when I went in 1991, to be exact, a quarter century ago. We went to the Twins-Yankees game, and it was like pictures with the players and stuff. Kirby Puckett, Kemp Herbeck, Tom Kelly. And so with the Twins, they were such a big thing. But the seats, when we sat there, you're like hanging, for the Metrodome seats. So I think the Super Bowl in Minneapolis will be good. L.A., we'll see. It depends. I mean, right now they're playing in the L.A. Coliseum. So, and I know that Ram fans are already counting the days. It's like they're anxious for football to return to Los Angeles after a mistake to move to St. Louis and stuff, too. But
hey, let me ask you a question, guys.
Sure.
There's a trend on Twitter saying it's National Red Nose Day.
What?
Who would pull off the best Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer here on the Sports Drive?
John's going to love this one. Did you know what yesterday was?
What was that?
Seriously, no joke here. National Wine Day.
Oh, God.
Oh, wine. Yeah, I got a
National Wine Day yesterday. No joke.
Yeah, Mr. Buzz over there in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho.
Hey, what are the Brownie? What are Brownie? Oh, Brownie B-Star will be right back after these messages.
Well, I think so. Yeah, I'm like going, well,
Speaking of the devil, there he comes.
With red nose and stuff like that. With having a red nose, it's like, oh, great. Are we going to watch too much Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer or something like that? The cartoon version or something?
Yeah, but that's my favorite Christmas special, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
You know, one of the movies I hated the most growing up as a kid was the Grinch movie with Jim Carrey.
Yeah,
I hated that movie.
That did suck, yes.
I went and saw that movie, the whole 7th grade. We all went there during 7th grade all the way to see the...
It was god-awful.
It was.
Why was it awful? How can you say it was awful with Jim Carrey?
I fell asleep during it. That's why it's god-awful.
The cartoon. Shawnee, you know what that's like? That's like Space Jam 2 with LeBum in it.
Well, I did like the cartoon.
I'm not even going to buy or take the time to watch Space Jam 2. You better put me in a straitjacket before I watch Space Jam 2.
Don't worry, listen, dude, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Hey, you know what's kind of amazing about mentioning these Super Bowl sites? Remember, the Metrodome hosted Super Bowl 26 back in the fall of 91. Or actually, the 91 season, January of 92.
This also radiates the fact that this dump on the lakefront needs to go. I think it's a crock of shit that the public park has made a dump on Soldier Field, and we are stuck with it because, it's a landmark. Come on, it's a landmark. It's Chicago. You could tear it down. There's a lakefront fucking demolition inside the freaking water. I don't care. Get rid of it.
Hey, Glory Hump, here's what's sad. The Bears, charter member of the NFL, lots of money, strong fan base. They don't even own their own stadium.
Exactly. They don't own the stadium.
Yes. Every team just about in the NFL owns their own stadium. Why not the Bears? That's sad. That's
awful.
Wrong.
It's an embarrassment. I can handle Deflategate Stadium because it's owned by a reasonable corporation. But come on, man.
Yeah, at least they own their stadium.
Why do we have a freaking planet ship in the middle of downtown Chicago? And come on, man.
See, look what you do. You're killing John.
Seriously, we're never going to have a WrestleMania here anymore because they're stuck in going football stadium to football stadium now. We're not going to have a Super Bowl here. We're lucky we have even big concerts here.
We had the draft.
Yeah, we had the draft.
2 years in a row.
But come on, man.
Yeah, we're never going to get WrestleMania. That's what sucks.
As a wrestling fan, that pisses me off because Chicago is one of the biggest wrestling towns in the United States.
WrestleMania should come to Soldier Field.
No, they're not going to come to it because it's going to snow in April. That's why.
Dude,
That's when WrestleMania happens.
Wait. It's already been in New York once.
That's an exception.
Oh, wait, exception.
It doesn't snow in New York in April.
The weather in Chicago and New York can be identical.
No, that's wrong.
Well,
That is wrong.
Oh, it's wrong. Wait, Shawnee, did you say it's wrong too?
Well, whether it can, like what? It can snow in both cities together or something?
Yes.
No. You're not Tom Skilling. You don't have that info.
Hey, you know what, though? I got to say this about... Hey, you know, we mentioned Skilling. There was a great story about him on WGN News Monday about how he's losing all that weight.
Good for him. I'm happy
Good
for
story.
him.
But you know what? Okay.
By the way, I want to give a shout out to Ron Majors.
Oh, yeah, I saw that last night.
For ABC.
Yeah, I watched.
John, one of our longtime Chicago anchors retired last night, so he had a final broadcast.
Hey, did you watch it? Did you watch it last night? I did.
Yeah, I did.
Hey, you know what? There was a surprise about that newscast. Carol Marine. They should have had Carol Marine come out and make a cameo.
Yes.
Because I grew up with Ron Majors and Carol Marine.
Let's go to On the State in sports history.
Yeah, let's. Yippee! Yippee, doo!
It's a short one today, but we'll get to the birthday shout-outs as well.
But it's a fabulous segment. We're making good time.
Oh, it is. It is a fabulous segment.
On that note, Mr. Man, can you get the Skippy song for us, por favor?
Yep, I'll get it popped up.
Hey, dude, por favor. Hey, just speak American English and say please.
I'm Puerto Rican, and Puerto Rico is part of the United States, so it is part American. So know your role and shut your mouth.
Hey, you know what? You know what? So is Guam.
Browning, what was it that you were saying?
That is.
Pop it up. You said something. What was that?
I said, who's Skip Bayless?
You want to know. If you don't know who Skip Bayless is, you don't want to know who he is.
Some Nimrod.
Hey, Skip Bayless is Heidenreich's father. You remember Heidenreich?
Oh, yeah. Dude, what's he up to these days, Heidenreich?
I don't know. Anyways, let's go to On this day.
He's dead.
Here we go. On this day, 1896, in Manhattan Beach, New York, the first American intercollegiate bicycle race was held. That's cool.
Yeah,
on this day, 1917, Walt Cruz hit his first home run out of Braves Field.
That was in Boston.
On this day, 1923, the first Le Mans Grand Prix d'Endurance. that's my best attempt at doing French.
Oh, that was French.
The race was won by Andre Lagach and Rene Leonard. The race ended the next day. On this day, 1925, Ty Cobb became the first MLB player to collect 1,000 extra base hits. On this day, 1980, Steve Carlton became the first NL player to record 6 one-hitters.
Hey, false start.
Whoa, false start. Early flag on the field.
Turn it off.
Turn it off.
Oh my gosh, that's classic. I was just getting the thing popped up. I'm sorry.
Nice.
Is that a joke? Let me ask you, was that a joke?
Yes.
That was not a joke. I was trying to get the thing popped up.
Yeah. On this day, 1988, the Edmonton Oilers won their 4th Stanley Cup final over the Boston Bruins. Yeah. The final one today, on this day, 1990, the Phillies retired Mike Schmidt's number 20 jersey.
Deservingly.
Yes, sir. Let's go to some birthday shout-outs. John Wayne.
John Wayne.
Famous actor.
Oh, yeah. How old would he have been? How old would he have been?
He would have been...
He was born in 1907.
So it would be 109.
Yeah,
109.
He died in 1979, I can tell you that.
Lenny Kravitz, the guitar player, he turned 52. Stevie Nicks from Fleetwood Mac, she turned 68 today. Wow.
Wait,
Sean, I think you may know this guy, Hank Williams Jr.
Hank Williams Jr. Yeah.
Are you ready for some football?
He turned 67 today. Also, happy birthday to one of my favorite guys. I played jazz music for Miles Davis. the late great Miles Davis. We played a lot of his songs in high school jazz band, so that was a lot of fun.
Are you ready?
Let's see who else. What other birthday shouts we give out to?
No.
I also want to give a shout out to my cousin Gino, who turned 18 a couple days ago.
Happy birthday, Gino.
Oh, here we go. Here you go, Frank. This one's for you. Happy birthday to Ben Zobrist. He turned 35.
35. That's right. I saw the Tribune overnight.
And then finally, one of the hottest and I think underrated female wrestlers of all time, Ashley Massaro. She was in Playboy one time, so she gets some brownie points there. Not browning points, but brownie. Okay, I had to make that perfectly clear.
And by the way, I want to wish you happy. By the way, happy birthday to all of those we didn't mention.
Correct. Period. Before we go to the bash hour, is there anything you guys want to talk about? Because we still got a couple minutes before we go to the bash hour.
Well, it's just we've made really, really good time. It's just as we talk about. Actually, I'd like to talk a little bit about just a baseball update, Josh. If we could talk about that.
Yeah, good.
As we take a look at the standings right now, so we can chew a little bit of time off right here before we have to get to the bash hour. We start in the American League East. Here's our standings the way they go. The Red Sox right now 29-17, having their best start since 2013. We all know what happened that year. The Baltimore Orioles are 26-18. The Yankees are 22-23. The Blue Jays, the surprising Toronto Blue Jays, of course, are in fourth place with a 23-25 record. And last place, the Tampa Bay Rays are 21-23. I want to get your guys' thoughts very quickly about the American League East. What do you guys think?
Oh, my goodness. Of course, it's the division of the Red Sox. That's why.
It's probably the most boring division in baseball.
Why don't you ask us our opinions on every division, on MLB as a whole? Not just
Browning, you need to tone it down. Browning.
That's being.
Yeah, thank you. All right, AL East, you're saying, Josh, that it's the most boringest.
Yes.
Yeah. For the American League Central, what we have right now, the Chicago White Sox, a bit of a slump right now. They're 27-21. The Indians.
It's early.
It's early. 25-20. The Indians are at 25-20. The Kansas City Royals, your defending World Series champions, they are 24-22. I mean, they are the defending World Series champions. The Detroit Tigers are at 500 at 23-23. And for the Mann family, I'm sorry for saying this, the Minnesota Twins are 12-34.
That's embarrassing. That is embarrassing.
The White Sox.
How the hell you have 34 losses in May?
White Sox going to start winning some games here.
I have to say this. If I was a Twins fan and if I had season tickets, I'd immediately sell those Twins tickets. Go ahead, enjoy them because the Twins aren't going anywhere.
You sure want to burn them? You'd probably burn all your season tickets if you were a Twins fan. Because that has got to be, there's big comparisons to those bad Twins teams in the early 80s. By the way, I was watching, I got to tell you.
Hold on, Frank. Bronny, when somebody's going to come in your room, put yourself on mute, okay?
You got to do that or you're going to bounce yourself off. That's all right, buddy.
Yeah, by the way, I got to tell you guys, I was watching, I got MLB Extra Innings. I was watching, I was home last night flipping through all of the channels, enjoying it. I was watching the Brewers-Braves game yesterday. Of course, we know how bad the Braves are. But you got to see, nobody's going to Turner Field. I remember, this actually looks like the Braves' attendance pre-mid-season 1991, in which nobody was going to Fulton County Stadium. I couldn't tell you how many people were there, but you could see nothing but empty seats. It just seems that a decade ago, people were going to Braves games constantly. It's now, of course, their season ticket fan base is in Cobb County. That's why they're moving. But I'll tell you,
going down to Cobb County, Georgia. Any old Big Boss Man fans? You guys remember that theme song?
I remember the Big Boss. He's since passed on, hasn't he? Rest in peace, Boss Man.
Oh, I'm sorry, Frank. Yeah, and for the White Sox, though, here they are, 27-21, Josh. And I agree with you. It's early. And you know what? I watched the game last night between the Red Sox and the Rockies, and they were saying when I was watching the game on Nesson, they were basically ending up saying that the Red Sox will be getting through. They'll go through their slumps too. Every team is going to go.
Who's corking the Red Sox bats? How the hell are they having 10-run games every single game? I'm doing the recap articles, and I feel like I'm doing a repeat because there's always 10 runs. What the hell's going on here?
They're not on juice because look.
I'm not saying they're juice, but I'm saying those bats might be corked.
You know what? I am always the big Boston Red Sox fan, and I have. We know.
You asked us your opinion about the AL East first.
All right, so the way I look at it is this, is that the Red Sox were smart because of what they did. You know, they brought in Dombrowski back in August of last year. They were way out of the pennant race. They weren't going to make it. Jackie Bradley Jr. has picked up where he left off last year. The team has young talent. David Price has gotten better. Ortiz is having another sensational year. I wish he wouldn't have to retire, but there's still a lot of questions that he really would retire. I'm not sure. I mean, I know he's 40, but he still has been sensational. The Red Sox are doing everything they have to do to try to win games and gain ground in the AL East. I mean, and if it goes like this, where you've got Baltimore, New York, Toronto, and Tampa Bay, all four of those teams playing just 500 ball, the Red Sox could really start pulling away from this thing in the AL East.
I got a good idea. Let's switch gears and talk about the NL West, not to be
But before we get to that, we'll start with, hold on, Frank, the American League West before we get to the NL West. Hold on, AL West. Seattle Mariners, they're surprising everybody. They're 28-18.
They're good.
Texas,
they're a good defensive team.
They are.
Texas is 27-20. The Angels could be the end of the road for Mike Scioscia after this year. They're 21-26. The Oakland A's, they're at 20-28. And how about this? The Houston Astros that beat the Yankees in a one-game play-in game last year are 19-28. What a difference a year makes.
Yeah, I'm surprised with Houston. I thought they'd be a lot better than this.
Let's get to Seattle, though, very quickly. Josh, you said they're a very good defensive team, and I can agree with you why. I can agree with you on that. Why? And I'll answer it quickly before I get to you and to Frank and Browning. The Seattle Mariners are doing it because they're a young ball club. They got Nelson Cruz, they got Robinson Cano, they got King Felix. The Mariners are trying to do something that they want to do, ending a 15-year playoff route. The last time they went, of course, was 2001. And let's get to you, Frank, on the Seattle Mariners. How do you feel about them right now?
Well, you know what? They're a veteran ball club, and last year they underperformed. There was a lot of expectations, I think, heading into last year because you have King Felix, you have Robinson Cano. You know what? This is really what we expected from the Mariners overall. Although I'll say this is one of the most exciting divisions in the league, in the AL, because you have Texas a game and a half back. I know the Angels are 7.5 back. It's still early, but right now it appears to be a two-team race. This should be fun.
Josh, what's your thoughts on the way the Seattle Mariners are playing? You're saying that they're great. They're a great defensive team. How can you view them right now? Do you think they have a good chance to really win the American League West over Texas?
Yes, I think Texas will fizzle out. But I will say, though, if there's a comeback player of the year award that needs to be handed out, I would give it to Cole Hamels right now, because this dude's been on fire since he's been out of Philadelphia. This dude's firing on all cylinders. I will say this, though. I really hope the Mariners do make the playoffs this year, because it's really a waste of talent of Felix Hernandez's career to constantly put on these great performances throughout the season, but he's never in the playoffs. I get it. He's making a lot of money, and I get it. At the end of the day, it is a business, and you got to provide for your family. But there needs to be some athletic pride where you actually make a playoff once in your career.
That's true. Brownie, how could you view the Seattle Mariners? You surprised there, buddy?
And the Seattle Mariners, they're excuse me, they're a really good team. They're what?
Clear your throat makes sense there, buddy. That's all right.
They got a good record right now.
Hey, can I say this before we go to the NL, Sean?
Why not?
Go ahead.
Yes, I could. Shut up, Frank. The White Sox have, I think, $13 million for the Alan Roach thing. They're getting money back for the John thing, letting him go. I think sometime during the summer, and I think they talked about this on the radio as well, I think one way or another, I think the Sox make one big splash on the offensive side to get them over the hump.
Yeah, it's early.
I know it's early. I'm not panicking or anything, but I think the White Sox need more variety in their offense, and I think they have too many left-handed hitters.
For the National League, as we go right now, is because we got to make this quick. The National League East goes like this. The Washington Nationals are at 28-19. I expected them to be good this year. Dusty Baker doing a good job. The New York Mets, the defending National League champions, they are 27-19. What a difference a year makes for the Philadelphia Phillies. By this time last year, the Phillies were a disastrous team, and they were not even winning road games at all. They were it took them forever to win games on the road. They're 26-21, the Phillies are. The Marlins are 24-22. And the Atlanta Braves, as the times get rough, just like with the Minnesota Twins, the Braves are up there with the Twins. They're 12-33, the Atlanta Braves are. And, of course, they fired their manager a few weeks ago.
Nobody's going to their games.
I'd say right now it could be a 4-team race. It could be the Nationals, Mets, and Phillies, and Marlins. But of course the Mets are the National League East champions and won the National League championship last year by being the NL representative. Let's get to Browning. What do you think of the National League East right now, buddy? Before we get to Josh and to Frank, we got to make this quick though.
Yeah, we got to get to the bass shower. My shots, I got the shots already.
The NL East, it's going good. I mean, it's still early. It's early in the season, so just give it that.
I'll say this though. Yeah, but I'll say this with the Nationals. I think the inspiration came during the off season. Last year was a season of turmoil, and we saw it with Bryce Harper and Jonathan Papelbon the final day of the regular season. I believe definitely the air's been cleared, but this ball club, the Washington Nationals, I've been very impressed. But here's the thing about Dusty Baker, their new manager. He's always a good regular season manager. He's just not a good postseason manager. Get the Nationals into the postseason. I want to see what happens with Dusty Baker.
I was glad to get to you, Frank, because that's a good point about Dusty Baker. I mean, here is a manager that has done a great job with the fact that, he took the Giants to the 0-2 Fall Classic. He turned the Cubs around, got them to the NLCS in 2003.
He did.
And now you're looking at the fact that now he's coming to a Nationals team that has won 2 pennants. And, of course, it always seems like they've done well in the even years. And what I'm getting at is 2012, they went 99-63, and that was when they had Davey Johnson there. And then when they had Matt Williams in 2014, they made it to the playoffs and got bounced out by the Giants. I mean, now you've got Dusty Baker coming in here, expected to be this guy who can get the Nationals deep in the playoffs. But here's the thing about the Nationals. They still can't go the first round when it comes to playoffs. Now let's get to you, Josh, on the National League East. I know we got to speed this up, but your thoughts on the National League?
I don't think you can mistake the contributions Daniel Murphy has brought to this team, especially seeing how he was during that playoff run with the Mets last season. I think he's been a big addition for their roster. I think you should watch out for the Marlins as far as a potential wild card team. I think they're coming into their own as a unit. I think the Phillies will fizzle out. I'm not that impressed by that team. I'm not. I know they've won a lot of road games recently, but I'm not that impressed by them.
The Phillies haven't won in 8 years, and of course they haven't had a chance. They haven't been in the playoffs in 5 years when they win 100. I'll never forget that with the Phillies. They win 162 that year. They were favored to go all the way to win the Fall Classic. They were able to. They take on St. Louis, and they get bounced out in 5 games. For the National League Central, and Frank, I'm going to save you for last on this because this is where your favorite team is in. You got the Chicago Cubs right now at 31-14, 14-6 at home. They had a little dip, a little slump, but of course they did well against the St. Louis Cardinals. The Pittsburgh Pirates are in second place with a 26-19 record. The Cardinals are at 24-23. The Brewers are 20-26. And lastly, for my good friend out there, his name is Kenny C. Who does Chilling with Jeff and Kenny C. The Cincinnati Reds are 15-32.
What up, Kenny C?
Let's go to Josh on the National League Central. What do you think?
Hey, the Cubs are playing the Mariners this weekend, right?
No. The Cubs are playing the Phillies.
Okay, they're playing the Phillies.
They're playing the Mariners later in the year, though, at Wrigley. You're right, but not now.
Yeah, I'm not surprised with what the Cubs are doing. Do I think they're the best team in baseball? That remains to be seen. I would hope one thing would happen. Either we have a Red Line World Series or the Cubs actually get it done against the Red Sox in the World Series. No, I'm kidding.
I'm hoping for the Red Line World Series.
Hey, let me say this. I think the Cardinals, with the exception of the Detroit Tigers, are the most overrated team in baseball this season. I think the Yankees are overrated. I think the Cardinals are overrated. Sorry, Mike Matheny, it's not going to work out for your ball club this year.
Browning Master, let's get to you on the National League Central.
Let's just go ahead. I don't have anything going.
Remember that.
All right, I'll go to me, and then we'll get to Frank.
All
right, National League Central is like this. Josh, you hit it very, very well about this, okay? The Cubs are on a mission this year. The Cubs know that this is the best chance they've got to end 108 years of frustration. The Pittsburgh Pirates, though, you can't rule them out. The Pirates have been very impressive since 2000. You know what? I always thought 2012 was the beginning for the Pirates because although they faded and collapsed and they went 79 and 83, Clint Hurdle knew it was a sign of things to come. 2013, they finally won some playoff games. They won the one-game play-in game against the Reds, and I'll never forget how wild Pittsburgh was that night back in 2013. And then they ended up giving the Cardinals a heck of a fight, which was a 5-game series. And speaking of the St. Louis Cardinals, I honestly believe this. I still believe that the Cardinals know very well they are not the same team like they've been the last few years. I honestly say this, Josh, and I'm going to say it now on the air. Mike Matheny will be out as Cardinals manager after this year.
Oh, you think so?
I don't think he's coming back. I don't see it happening. The Cardinals were expected to be good just like they were last year. But you got to remember, the Cardinals lost a lot of pieces. John Lackey went to the Cubs. They lost they lost a lot of pieces in the offseason. Now we go to the big win. Frank, your thoughts on the National League Central?
I still think it's the Cubs division to win. I mean, everybody went 4-5 on this road trip. Excuse me. The bats did cool off, but here's the thing: there's going to be slumps, and the Cubs experience. I mean, Theo Epstein. I read an article in the Tribune not too long, right before this West Coast trip, or this Milwaukee and the San Francisco and the St. Louis, that even Theo Epstein was getting ready for a slump here. It's going to happen. Don't press the panic button because the Cubs went 4-5. Was it a good road stand? No, it wasn't. But you know what? It's going to happen at times to the best of them. One thing I think the Cubs do need to improve on, perhaps getting closer to the trading deadline, is their bullpen. That's the one thing you're going to have to do. You may have to sacrifice a bat or two in that lineup. You may have to sacrifice a Jorge Soler to get some quality bullpen pitching. But overall, this ball club will be fine. I think the Pirates are still going to give the Cubs a run for their money toward the end of the season. I don't think the Cubs are going to have this Division One down pat come September. I still think Pittsburgh is poised to give them the best competition, and I think it will come down to the Cubs and the Pirates when it's all said and done.
In the National League West right now, we've got the San Francisco Giants, and you know what? It always happens that it's an even year. We saw what happened in 2010. We saw it in 2012 and 2014. The even year always favors the Giants and stuff. But right now, you got San Francisco at 30-19. The LA Dodgers are not the same Dodgers that we've seen with the last few years when Don Mattingly was there, especially when they got a first-year rookie manager in Dave Roberts. They are 25-23. The Colorado Rockies with Walt Weiss, since he's been manager there, the Rockies haven't been to the playoffs, I think, since like 2009 or something. 2009. The Rockies are 21-24. The Diamondbacks were expected to be a very, very good team this year. They have really faded. They are 21-27 for the Arizona Diamondbacks. Of course, it's been a long time since they've been in the playoffs. I think it's like 2008 when they went to the NL. Actually, 2007 when they went to the National League Championship Series, where they got swept by those Colorado Rockies. And lastly, they got the San Diego Padres at 19-29. I'm going to go first because I know we're way behind for the bash.
Yeah, I want to hear your reaction.
The Giants and the Dodgers. It could be a two-team race, gentlemen, all the way to the end. When you're thinking about it, the Giants are proving that even years favor us. If people are going to doubt us and say that we're not going to win a World Series, let them think that they want. They didn't pick us to win in 2010. They didn't pick us to win in 2012, and they didn't pick us to win in 2014. I mean, the Giants realize very, very well that they're not afraid what people say, especially when it comes to the even years. Like the odd years, they have one bad year. It's always kind of that hangover because it's always hard to repeat. But the Giants are proving, you know what? If it stays like this, the Giants could be just like the Red Sox. They could, if the Red Sox keep getting hot and all the other teams fade in the AL East, they're going to.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. I think the San Francisco Giants have been a very impressive team here because their pitching is starting to come around. But one team that is starting to look good and a lot of people aren't talking about, I think they got a lot of young talent, are the San Diego Padres. I really am convinced that maybe San Diego isn't ready for a run, but they could be a year from now. Who knows?
Yeah, they're not. Yeah, good point there, Frank. They're not just there just yet. So I have to say, though, San Francisco very well knows that if they get hot, other teams fade, just like with the Red Sox in the AL East, and they start
right.
Red Sox and Giants running away with their divisions.
We get
Josh, your thoughts on the National League West?
I got three things. Number one, as a Sox fan, it's pissing me off the type of year Jeff Samardzija is having right now because he didn't even try with the Sox last year. Number two,
he wanted away from Chicago.
Trevor Story, I think he's been probably the breakout star of the year for all of baseball. He's with the Rockies.
Rookie of the year, baby.
He's been phenomenal this
Phenomenal.
year. Sorry, Kaplan. And then finally, for me, number 3, I think the Dodgers are overrated. I'm sorry. I think they're overrated. I think Adrian Gonzalez is wasting his career there, to be honest with you. And I think this is I don't think it's going to work out for them.
I honestly think, though, with the Dodgers, they realize it's a new first-year manager in Dave Roberts. They realized that when they brought him in there, this was going to be an adjustment for him. But I would have predicted the Dodgers would have been good. My uncle, who is a diehard L.A. Dodgers fan, told me that losing Zach Greinke really has hurt the team to the Diamondbacks. And the Diamondbacks were expected, gentlemen, to maybe make noise this year in the National League West. That hasn't been so. That hasn't held true. They're 21-27. Colorado, Josh, we've always said the Rockies are the Rockies. They're this young team, and I know the Red Sox just pounded them and stuff too. And I don't. Colorado is done. The Diamondbacks are done, and the Padres are done. If anything else, it's pretty much going to be a 2-team race between the Giants and probably the Dodgers. But the Dodgers know that.
All right,
it's been a long time. Anyway, that concludes Major League Baseball. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's that time.
Help me.
We got the man with the shocks ready. We got Browning, who always is fed up with what this guy has to say, and Skip Bayless.
Who isn't?
And the same thing as well. And, of course, we got Josh Lopez, who always hates reading the quotes. But he is the host of the show, and we know that
he's the one who reads them.
It's not Josh's fault. He's the one who picks up all the crap from what this idiot says. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is the Skippy Bayless Bash Hour Comedy Show for the second hour. Let's hit it!
It is time for the Skippy Bayless.
I love this song.
Skip Bayless talks crap all day long, and now it is our turn. We all know Bayless is a moron, but now the Jock Stars.
One more time
for Hump Day.
For the Skippy Bayless.
Oh wait, we're one day past. Oh yeah, yesterday was Hump Day.
And now it is our turn. We all know Bayless is a moron, but now
the real stars fight back.
All right, how many miles, Gluey Hump?
Well, I'm gonna have to cut this the bash hour a little bit shorter because we went over our baseball talk. But
yeah, we gotta. That's fine.
Let's see. Let's do 20 miles today.
Okay, how many wrestling quotes? Those are the best.
We have 4 wrestling quotes today.
Yeah, get to the wrestling quotes. Too.
Sorry about the overdoing of the baseball segment.
Well, you gotta be quick about it.
All right, no worries.
All right, y'all ready?
Brown?
He probably doesn't want to be a part of it.
Me.
He doesn't want to be part of this. Let's go.
All right.
Skippy Bayless said that John Farrell is the Charlie Weiss of coaching.
You know what, Skip
Bayless? No sense.
I have to say that
it is Skip Bayless.
Wow, it took you long enough to figure out how much of a great job that John Farrell is doing. I mean, look where the team is at, 29-17. Wow, how long did it take? I don't know. There's something wrong with my brain.
Phenomenal. Anyways,
phenomenal. Okay, let's
go.
Let's get these shots out of the way.
Skip Bayless said, "Am I?"
Exactly. Let's get these shots out of the way.
My Cowboys got screwed out of a Super Bowl bid. They should have had one of the next Super Bowls.
Well, they didn't. Too bad. So sad. Oh well. Can't have it.
Poor Boobalas. Let's get the violins out.
Yeah.
Hey, let me ask you: is there a way Texas can be cut? You know what? Texas isn't true that Texas wants to be separate from the United States.
Yes.
Go ahead. Be part of Mexico. We can build the wall. Hey, Donald Trump's elected. We can build the wall surrounding Oklahoma. Texas.
Let's get the violins out. Poor Boobla.
Eric Bernhardt.
You know what? I have to say this, Skip Bayless, you are so full of it. Oh, why? Because he says, it's not fair. Everything deserves to be at Jerry World. Wrestling events, all sporting events deserve to be at Jerry World.
Yeah.
Whatever, dude.
Yeah, let me put you on top of AT&T Stadium and let you shoot off the fucking moon.
Hey, I got a good idea. Is there a way you can throw him off the top of AT&T Stadium in a hardcore match?
Can I tombstone off the Hell in the Cell?
Hey, there you go. Yeah, you know what?
All right, let's go to the next one. Skippy Bayless said that
Oh, God bless America. Zzz, zzz, zzz.
my Boston Red Sox should bring in Milton Bradley.
Hey, why not? I think it's a good idea.
What? That drama queen that messed up the Cubs for a couple years? Come on.
This is like really tough. Why? I don't know why they should. Well, I know that Hanley's got a hamstring injury. I know Pedroia went out last night. The Red Sox are just fine. They've got their hitting. They've got their talent because Josh is trying to figure it out. Every time he does his articles, how the crap is this team scoring 10 runs a game? Why would they want to bring Milton Bradley?
They don't want 2 outs. He can throw the ball into the outfield.
They already got a better Milton Bradley. His name's Jackie Bradley Jr., dumbass.
Yeah, the guy has a 29-game hitting streak.
Yeah, 29 games. I wonder if he needs 27 more to tie Joe DiMaggio, but that's going to be tough, though.
Yes.
I'm rooting for the guy. I'm rooting for him.
75 years ago.
All right, next one. Ready?
Let's go. Let's do this, buddy.
Skippy Bayless is the my.
Oh, jeez. Zzz, zzz, zzz.
My New England Patriots should bring in David Tyree as the tight ends coach.
Oh, there. Hey, how about that? That's a great idea.
You know, Skip Bayless, that is so stupid because every time I think of David Tyree, I think of him gripping that goddamn football on his helmet.
Yes, that was a great catch. One of greatest in Super Bowl history.
Greg, please, that gives me nightmares. That just gives me so. And now to have him as a tight end coach, Skip Bayless, what the crap are you smoking?
You know what's so great about that Super Bowl for me is that one of my favorite bands played the halftime show, and the Patriots.
Oh, yes, Tom Brady and the Heartbreakers.
It was the perfect 1-2 punch.
I love that. Best Super Bowl ever.
Yes, it was.
Wow.
All right, next one. Here we go. Skippy Bayless said that Bill Parcells was an overrated NFL coach.
Okay, that's it. I'm leaving. That
Yeah, you know what? I disagree with that. Yeah, that's cruel right there.
Frank, you're going to?
No, I'll just stay here. But that's that. All right, let's say what you want about Bill Belichick. The guy is not Mr. Personality, but he is. I will admit this. He is one of the hardest working head coaches in the league, and he gets results.
Yo, where's Justin at?
Yeah, Browning finally showed up. Where were you? Where'd you go?
You don't want to be a part of this. Do you blame him?
I got froze already. And I had to.
I have a response.
Hey, where's Justin at?
I don't know.
Somebody send the show to him.
Where's Justin?
I think I tagged him on the post. But anyway, I have to say this, Skip Bayless, you are so full of crap. If you're talking about Bill Parcells, that's really classless. Bill Parcells is a veteran coach. He turned the Giants around 2 Super Bowls, 1986 and 1990. He turned the New England Patriots around. He turned the Patriots around. They went to the Super Bowl, ended up losing to Green Bay. He turned the New York Jets around. He got the Jets to the AFC Championship game. He took Dallas to the playoffs. Overrated coach? You're overrated. You don't even know how to report. You don't even do your research. You have to rely on your pathetic assistants to do the research for you.
Super Bowls with 2 different teams pretty much in 86 and 90.
This was for Browning. Ready?
Oh, Browning, here we go.
Skippy Bale said he wants to be the owner of my Philadelphia Eagles.
He does?
Oh, my God.
Oh, he just left.
Hey, how about that? Skip Bayless being an NFL owner.
As long as he doesn't own my favorite team, I'm fine with that.
I'll predict one thing that's going to happen with Browning. If Browning heard the news that Skip Bayless was becoming owner of the Eagles, he'll be like,
He'll leave the sports drive.
I will never watch the NFL again. Browning, that would be so like you. You'd be like, I won't watch the NFL again.
The only problem is Skip Bayless doesn't have the money to own an NFL team.
You know what's gonna
forget about that.
You know what's going to be fun about our NFL shows? That we're going to do it in the middle of a Saturday night on the weekend, and we can do it here on the morning.
Saturday night people are.
That's why already getting a headache from that.
Yeah, why do you think I don't like Fox having Saturday night baseball games? That's a rip.
I have to say this too. I'm not even ready. Please don't remind me. I'm not ready for football. Not just yet. Not
let's enjoy
Are you ready for some football?
Let's enjoy summer and spring.
Yeah. Anyways, Skippy Bale said that the MLB All-Star Game should not be in San Diego. It should be in in Houston, Texas.
Houston? Why Houston?
What the hell is there to do in Houston?
For what? You want to get lemonade? Is that the reason why you want to go there?
Oh,
Wait, lemonade? What, does Houston have the best lemonade on Earth?
Minute Maid Park.
Because
Oh, yeah.
Bayless thinks and believes that in Houston, there's the space program, history of the space program there. There's rice and plenty of chili to eat down there in Houston, Texas.
Chili? Come
And
on.
corn.
Boy, Houston,
I
you
hate
already have a
Houston.
problem.
I hate chili.
Chili rice.
You wouldn't caught me dead eating that crap.
Yeah, hey, listen, one thing we're not going to do is bring the sports drive to Houston. That's a given.
Damn right.
God.
Hell no.
Yeah, hell no is right. We're not bringing. As a matter of fact, we're not.
It's bad enough the Super Bowl is going to be in Houston.
As a matter of fact, we're not even bringing the show to the state of Texas.
Oh god.
Oh, yeah, let's go to the Lone Star State down there in Texas and
Yeah, Michael. Yeah.
let dress as a cowboy and ride on some horses.
Let's step in some cow poop.
Why?
Oh, jeez, Frank, that just made me sick.
Next.
Yeah, man, dude.
All right, here we go. Skippy Bale said that Jerry Rice would not have been a good wide receiver without Stickum. Ooh, there goes Frank.
And I'll tell you,
The guy has had 20 seasons of over
Dick, you
1,000 yards.
know how the guy perfected his craft? In the summers, he used to work with his dad as a bricklayer.
Correct.
That's how he perfected his. He said that he didn't say stick. You know what? Never mind.
All right, Sean, this one's for you. Okay.
Oh.
no.
Oh no,
Yeah.
it's right.
Skippy Bayless said that Wade Boggs will always be remembered as a Yankee, not a Red Sox.
That
He
is,
did win a World Series with them.
Frank, please do not remind me about 1996 when he won it, because I still have the memories of when super pathetic Wade Boggs was riding on a horse with the police officer.
It's kind of funny that Wade Boggs has played for the Rays, the Yankees, and the Red Sox, all in the same division.
Yeah, that is. You know what? That really is odd. 3 teams in one division,
I will be watching tonight as it's
That's
getting
crazy.
this number retired tonight.
and deservingly so. I'll try to catch some of that.
Oh, how about this one?
Go ahead.
Skippy Bale said that Bill Buckner should replace John Farrell as manager of the Red Sox.
I have no comment. No comment. No comment. You know what? I plead the Fifth Amendment. That's what I do. I take the Fifth.
When Bobby Valentine became manager of the Red Sox in 2011, he almost hired Bill Buckner to be a hitting coach or a coach of the Red Sox. Him being a manager would be just a joke. Everywhere he would go, everybody would be like, oh, he's the man who had the ball go between the legs in 1986. Shut up, Skip Bayless.
Hey,
Farrell's doing just fine right now. We're in first place in the AL East, you idiot.
Wait a minute. They're your Red Sox?
They are in first place.
Wait, did you just say we?
I had to rephrase.
Hey, Chloe Hump, what do you think of that? He said we're in first place.
it's not your team.
Yeah.
Own it.
We.
I had to rephrase the
Are you a
comment.
stockholder of the Red Sox?
Yeah, if he is, then I can.
I'm a fan. I'm a fan.
Okay, you are a fan. Okay, we'll give you that.
It's all fun.
No, you're a super fan. We'll give you that.
It's all
Sometimes a 75% delusional fan.
Next!
Oh man. You made me lose my train of thought for the next hole. Damn it!
I'm doing like snowman. Next!
Oh man! All right, here we go. Skippy Bayless said that a coyote will come into the field and cost the Cubs the playoffs. Yeah.
That's a new one. Wait,
address-
Coyotes are first.
So the Diamondbacks are going to be in the playoffs this year? I don't see that.
Yeah. What's that? The Diamondbacks? I don't think so. Skip Bayless. My goodness. Hey, let me ask you. What does he smoke before going on the air?
I don't know.
I have to say this. So Skip Bayless believes that now the Cubs have to break 2 curses this year. The curse of a billy goat and the curse of a coyote. That's Oh, that's cold towards Cub fans.
I don't think coyotes hold curses. Aren't they rabbit? Don't they have rabies though?
Yeah, they do.
Oh, I know what it is. Skip Bayless probably believes it says, "Oh, let's remember what the Black Cat did in '69 for the Cubs against the Mets. That made them collapse and gave the Mets the pennant that year."
All right, here we go. Here's the next one. Skippy said that he wants to be on LeBron's team on Space Jam 2.
No, well, hey, you know what? I'm not going to see the movie anyway, so it doesn't apply
Look
to
at
me.
Browning, he just left. Browning. That's the most overrated movie I will never watch Space Jam 2. I will watch the first Space Jam, and that's it. That first Space Jam was because you had the best player on the planet. Jordan.
I hope Skip Bayless doesn't say he's going to run as a third-party candidate.
Skip Bayless running as a third-party candidate, as maybe as a Green Party or independent.
John, I apologize. I apologize for the next one.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah, please do apologize.
Skippy Bale said that WEEI is the worst sports talk radio station in the United States.
And since when do you know about it, Skip Bayless? Okay, they only talk Boston sports, but they do a very good job being objective. I've actually called into WEEI, and I have...
Let me ask you, have you ever disguised your voice on WEEI?
Have you went on soliloquies on WEEI? Have you went on rants?
No, they'll just recognize me there as the guy who lives out in the Pacific Northwest with a Midwestern accent.
You should say, "Hey, I'm Sean Mann from Bumblebee, Idaho." All right, here.
Mention you're also on this show as well when you call WEEI up.
Check out the sports right, and then hang up.
Oh yeah, get some more sponsors, more people promoting our show.
Exactly.
Absolutely. All right, this one's for Browning. Here we go.
Okay.
Oh God, again?
Yeah, again. Again, dude.
Skippy Bale said that Seth Rollins is overrated, and he hopes that he tears his other ACL.
That is cruel. I don't. Oh my goodness.
Oh, Browning just laughed at Josh. That's directed toward Josh right there with Seth Rollins.
Skip Bayless, I hope you tear your quad. How about that?
Yeah, how could you? Why do you hope people get injured? What, Skip Bayless hope people get shot now?
Look at Browning. I got words. You know, he's coming back on the. Hey, Browning, what do you say about that?
A wrestler is paralyzed from the neck down for wrestling, and you want to say, "Oh, it's funny to poke fun and say somebody should have an ACL injury." Come on, man.
Yeah, that is wrong. Very wrong.
Go ahead, Browning.
Skip, why would you wish a wrestler to be injured?
Why would you wish another human being to be injured?
Like someone would do Roman Reigns and all that stuff. I mean, come on, Skip.
I never asked for any other human being to be injured.
With anything with him, anything is possible with how his mind doesn't think.
Yeah, it does.
You stupid idiot.
He thinks violence. Violence and cruelty.
In the words of Chris Jericho, Skip Bayless, you're a stupid idiot.
He cracks me up every time.
All right, here we go. By the way, you know what? Let me get a video, actually.
All right, yeah.
I'm going to say this one quote. I'll let you guys react to it, then I'll go play a video for you guys, all right?
Okay, all right, what is it?
Okay.
Tell us the quote here.
Skippy Bayless said that Ted Williams would be a below 200 hitter in today's baseball.
Oh, my gosh! You know what, Bayless? You just really overdid it. And I don't know where Josh and where Frank, I think they both got pretty upset about that. Ted Williams was the greatest hitter who ever lived. 75 years ago, Teddy Ballgame hit 406 that year. He is a great hitter. He knows how to teach hitting. He would need to, you would even need to learn hitting from him, but you wouldn't because you wouldn't pay attention. You'd be flapping your yap and mention my this and my that.
Hey, we got this video upcoming. I don't think I want to know what it is. Do you?
Jason, they're my favorite team. I'll be amazed at that videos.
Hey, Glory Hump, get this video up. The entire world as we know it is waiting patiently.
Nice cool day out here in the land of potatoes.
You know what? I do think the pitching is different. Pitchers do tend to throw more than just a fastball, more advanced breaking balls. But I do believe that Ted Williams could hit in any era for contact, not for power, but for contact.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting to see what his average would be.
Yeah,
it would be.
It's really stupid, Skip.
Hey, Bronny, go out and play this for me.
Wait, what is
Okay.
it? Yeah.
Chat room.
You want me to go off
Yeah.
and play it on there? Or? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Quite frankly, I disagree with your assessment there, Mr. Bryan. I have the qualifications to be a great broadcaster.
Oh, here we go.
Let's hear it. I want to see this. Come on, play it.
Oh,
Oh, yes.
Miss, Frank, you talked over the whole first point. Play it over again.
hold on. Time out.
Sorry. My bad.
Disrespectful. First of all, there's no way I'm wasting my time fighting you in a dumb.
First of all, there's no way I'm wasting my time fighting you like this. Oh yeah, it's a dump. Whole place is a dump.
I am the best.
I am the best.
There you go. You stupid idiot.
I think we already figured.
Next.
I think we already figured that out. Yeah, next indeed.
All right, here we go. Skippy Bale said Rick Sutcliffe is the most overrated Cubs pitcher of all time.
Hey, you know what? 16 and 1 in 1984 is overrated.
I'm surprised he would go after an ESPN employee. I mean, Rick Sutcliffe.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, I figured he'd be kissing Rick Sutcliffe's rear end. The red beard, indeed. And Rick Sutcliffe still looks like the same as he did 30 years ago when he pitched.
Skippy Bayless said that Theo Epstein will win more World Series with the Cubs than he did with the Red Sox.
Hey, that's a... Wait, so all of a sudden he likes the Cubs?
Look how much of a hypocrite this guy is.
Yeah,
he
really.
rips the Cubs and then he says Theo's going to win more World Series with the Cubs than he did with the Red Sox.
Yeah, make up your mind, dude.
Our work is really screwed up with and how biased this.
Shut up! Fuck.
It's really amazing how biased this world and how biased the media is these days.
I'm not confused.
Now it's amazing. You know what? It's certainly amazing. He has dissed the Cubs and the White Sox, and now he's going to flip-flop. Oh, yeah, the Cubs are 31-14. My Cubs will win it all. You know what, Skip Bayless? Just shut the hell up. You're just an annoying...
I think I confused it. He's confusing me now.
He's a weirdo and a creep.
I'm confused, dude.
Hey, Brian, we're going to keep...
Browning, get on the air and stop screwing around.
He's not. It's Blab.
Hey, don't
yell at him like that.
All right. It's Blab. Hey, Blab, fix your crap. Next.
Hey, Brownie, we're going to keep you in the chat room for now, so you don't have to deal with these issues.
Yeah, Blab's
right.
not the best site to be on.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Browning. I apologize, everybody.
Okay.
All right.
Let's get to the next quote.
All right, Brownie, thanks for coming on, bud. We appreciate it.
Thanks for coming in, buddy. Maybe Justin will come in. We'll see.
Hey, let's get to the next quote.
All right. Skippy Bale said that
No.
Hey, it is what it is, dude.
my New York Yankees are going to win 10 straight games coming up.
Wow. Who do they play? I should look at their...
That comment exactly. That is stupid. They got pounded 8-4 against the Blue Jays. They were lucky that they were able to beat Oakland, and I'm disappointed because the stupid Athletics last weekend could not even win one game out of that 4-game set in Oakland.
You're preaching to the crowd, dude.
The Yankees are not good. They are miserable.
They're bad.
I had a
They're
friend
really
of mine. I had a friend of mine that said, "Yeah, the Yankees are playing well, Sean," and he's a Yankee fan. He told me, "Yeah, the Yankees are playing well, but mathematically, ironically, they're going to go on a losing skid because they don't have the pitching.
They don't have talent. What do you mean? They don't have talent.
And you know what, Skip Bayless? What are you going to say when Joe Girardi is fired as manager of the Yankees, and even Brian Cashman?
It wasn't my fault.
Yeah. But by that time, you'll be on Fox Sports annoying everybody there, you dumb shit.
Hey, you know what? I have a feeling Girardi may end up in Atlanta next year.
That's a possibility. I mean, he used to coach the Florida Marlins. Joe Girardi did, so I could see him going to Atlanta.
Skippy said that MLB should do an investigation on Big Papi in case he's on steroids for his
What?
start this season.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, really. Oh my goodness, is right.
I'm waiting for Sean to snap all around the room.
I believe that. I've been doing very well today, not to hold it in. But Skip Bayless, that's stupid. That is a stupid thing to say. Papi is lighting it up. He's hitting home runs. He's driving runs home.
Hey, according
comedy.
to Skip, he's either lighting it up or he's juicing it up.
You know what, Skip Bayless? I'll be amazed to hear what you say when he overtakes Ted Williams, who has 521 home runs.
Look at Browning, who's the panda?
Browning, we are not talking about.
Yeah, we were talking about the panda. Yeah,
It's
shut
funny.
up, dude. But we weren't talking about the panda, the Sean's panda.
Thank you, Frank, for backing me up on that. We're talking about Ortiz, you bastard. Now, we got to get back to this. What are you going to say, Skip
No, we
Bayless?
don't.
What are you going to say when David Ortiz overtakes Ted Williams for home runs?
Dave, let me ask you this. What's he going to say when David Ortiz is elected into the Hall of Fame? What's he going to say then?
Oh, he was juicing it up. He didn't deserve to be in the Hall of Fame. He'll make up some cheesy excuse like he always does.
Skippy Bayless said that the Red Sox are going to trade Travis Shaw for Alex Rodriguez before the All-Star break.
Travis Shaw is doing just fine. Why would I want
A-Rod ain't going anywhere, or A-Fraud ain't going anywhere.
Shush. Do it,
Why
Sean.
would I want A-Royd?
Yeah, that's
Now, this one's really going to get Sean going up on this seat. All right. Skippy Bayless said that Larry Bird should be ashamed of himself for dissing. No, my bad. Wrong. Penalty flag.
No, try it again. Here we go.
All right, here we go. Skippy Bayless said that Larry Bird did nothing for the NBA. He didn't change the era. He was a good role player while Magic Johnson was the star of the NBA.
whoa. This is entertainment. Whoa. Hey, you know, it kind of sounds like Ric Flair almost. Woo. Woo.
Hit the pillows. Smack the pillows around.
Hey, you know what? Keep all firearms away from you know what's scary, Gluey Hump? Walmart actually does sell firearms.
Yeah, we don't need a Mark David Chapman situation. Go ahead, Sean.
Skip Bayless. Larry Bird saved the Boston Celtics and turned them into a successful franchise in the decade of the 1980s. He and Magic saved the NBA. Why don't you do your research before you open up your yap? Good grief. Let's get to the next one. That really irked me.
Yeah, it hurt me too. That sucked.
Oh, stop it with a what?
What?
Skippy Bayless said that Dwight Howard should go to the New York Knicks.
He should.
What good would Dwight Howard do to the Knicks?
What, sit on the bench with Carmelo when they're getting their ass kicked?
You know what? Yeah, all of a sudden you're adding now poison to the New York Knicks if there already isn't a Carmelo Anthony.
Yeah, you add Dwight Howard in the Big Apple there, Josh, and the Knicks are saying, oh, we're all hunky-dory. The Knicks will be back on top.
Dude, that would be one poison apple.
Hunky dory.
You know what that would be? That would be like the Garden of Eden apple.
No, it'd be the Garden of Shit. That's what it's gonna be.
Talk right there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, let's get a petition for the Walmart Garden in Boston.
Oh gosh, I don't want a Walmart garden. I like it as Bank North Garden.
Hey, let me ask you this. Can they serve Subway pizza in there? I like Subway pizza.
I knew Subway would be put in there, Frank. Good one.
I love Subway.
They could bring the Idaho bowling alley in there too, under the plaza. Anyways, let's go. This is the last Skippy quote of the day. All right, here we go.
It's all right, Browning. Blab, fix your shit.
Yeah, hashtag fix your shit, Blab. Anyways, last Skippy quote of the day. This one's for Sean. Here we go.
Oh, as always.
Oh, no.
No.
He said, if the Houston Astros would have beat the St. Louis Cardinals that year, the Red Sox would not win the World Series in 2004.
So what, Houston would have won?
full of shit, Skip Bayless. Did you ever realize and understand that history was made a dozen years ago? The Red Sox came back from a 0-3 deficit, and nobody gave them a chance. You didn't even probably give them a chance either. I remember watching the 30 for 30 documentary when this idiot came on there. Talk about John Wayne. I talk about Cowboy Up because Curt Schilling pitched a bloody sock game when they won 4-2. The Red Sox would have beaten Houston, okay? They had all the momentum and all the confidence going for them against either.
But come on, Sean. He has Roger Clemens.
The Rocket would have
lost in 05.
The Rocket would have gotten beat, and it would have gotten beat. Oh, my
Hey,
God.
speaking of Roger Clemens, what's he doing these days? It seems like he's in hiding from the public.
No, he wasn't in hiding. He was at Fenway last night. He got
Oh, he
interviewed.
was? I didn't notice that. Well, you don't see Roger Clemens out often. I mean, I know he remember back in early 08, he was pissed off after being on 60 Minutes and answering those questions about alleged steroid use.
Yes. And ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the Skip Bayless Bash Hour comedy show for the second hour. We'll be back with some more quotes for the Potluck Friday tomorrow. Back to Josh.
I got a video right here. I'm gonna play really quick.
Sure, go ahead.
You guys can get a laugh out of this. This is a different rant.
Okay.
Hopefully this one will work.
Yeah, hopefully, because, you know...
I don't know why it doesn't let me play videos on here.
Dude,
Brian,
send it to me and I'll play it for you. I can play if you send it in my box.
Yeah, put that one in there, buddy.
I'll play it. I'll play it in my box. I'll get off.
All right, go ahead, Frank. Do your thing.
All right, there we go.
Wait a second, Eddie Pettit is a Sonic.
Oh, go play it again.
Yeah, try it again there, Frank. It's all right, bud.
Try number 2. No, don't come on air. Play the video. It didn't play.
That's all right. Nobody else leave. Otherwise, our show will
Wait a
end.
second, Eddie Pettit is a Sonic pitcher. He's won almost 200 games. What are you talking about? And no, it's great. Use a Smurf joke because that's really, that really ties into our audience because we got a lot of 5 and 6 year olds listening in our audience. It works. It really hit the audience right on the head because that really is our core audience, the 5 and 6 year olds. Wait a second. Are you ashamed? Wait a second. What do you do for them? Wait a second. Java. Wait a second. Alex.
Now, within 9 months out of the year, it's a real snooze fest. You start off MSG Network, you watch old Sleepy Floyd, King the Dream, you know what I mean? And that guy wanted to turn out the trouble. Let's see how many references you can make till the audience realizes what you're doing. What do you think, Charlie? You fool. What a fool. What a fool. People are just, this is silly. Really awful. They never have to be Peter, use your noodle here.
Use your nougat, son. Use your nougat.
Did he mention Smurfs in there?
Yes, he did say
aren't the Smurfs nothing more than little birds?
For those who don't know who that guy is that I played the video. That's Mike Francesa from WFAN in New York.
Man.
And he's a big time Yankee fan. But his claim to fame is the way he snaps at callers on air. And at the same time, there was one time he was caught falling asleep during a radio interview.
Oh, sleep during a radio.
Fall asleep on the job. How can you fall asleep when you're doing radio
on air on TV? Because he has a simulcast on Yes.
Yeah, but somebody fell asleep. Who cares? His hands were caught in the cookie jar.
Maybe he needed more coffee to keep himself awake. Try to.
But the fans call in and prank him sometime, and they'll sneak in some sleeping references.
They call in about that, and then they call in about ripping, and then he rips people about. Remember that one video you shared about when the Jets got blown out? And,
Oh yeah, he was like Orton threw for 9,000 yards.
Let me ask you this. Do you think it was those calls are scripted?
Yeah.
I have a feeling some of those calls are scripted.
It could be. It could be a deal with the producers where they try to get the radio host.
I have been a part of it. I have been a part of that before. No joke.
Also, at the same time, I remember from that Jet video because this was when the Jets got their ass kicked by the Bills, 43-23. Remember that game, Sean?
2 years ago.
Yeah, and he was like, "It takes a." Sammy Watkins had 157 yards that game.
Right.
It was his rookie year, and he's like, you know how long it takes a Jet to get 157 yards? 3 years.
Breaking news. Breaking news.
No,
Adam Silver's come out. Adam Silver today has reported the NBA commissioner on NBA officiating. He says human error part of the game. They are getting the calls 90% correct, and they're saying that he's doing a very good job. The NBA.
That's some grade A homogenized hosting bullshit.
That's a bunch of blah.
All right, let's do some fact or fiction before I snap on this shit.
Yeah, let's do. I love that segment, fact or fiction.
Roughly 90% they get it right.
Right. Hey, fact or fiction? The NBA scripted. Fact.
All right,
Hey, how long does it take a Jet to get 157 yards?
5 years?
3 years. 10 years. How long does it take for Sean Mann to get a perfect bowling game? 30 years. No, I'm kidding.
I know you're teasing. That's all good. Don't worry.
Oh man! All right, here we go. Fact or fiction? Jackie Bradley Jr. will be an all-star this year.
Fact, definitely.
I'm gonna vote fact.
Yeah.
He's been incredible. He's like Chili Davis has really worked with Jackie Bradley Jr. and he's picked up where he left off last year.
I'm
Impressive.
rooting for him. I'm rooting for him, Sean. I want to see him go as far as he can with this same streak.
Fact or fiction? Blab will get their shit together.
Fact. They need to. It's disappointing that we get an automatic boot. Good thing.
I don't know. I'm gonna say fiction. This would have all been fixed by now.
I'd say though, if not, our back.
Look at Ronnie. It better be fact.
What I'm saying is that if it doesn't start working really, really well, at least we have the backup, which is Google Hangouts.
That was a lot of fun. Google Hangout. By the way, Frank, I gotta send you the time and the video of it because I said that there was a Skippy quote that he said that Pablo Sandoval is the Corey Holcomb of sports, and Sean he lost it.
I'm gonna have to find it. I'm gonna. Well,
you know who Corey Holcomb is,
yes.
right, Frank? Who is he?
Wait. Corey Holcomb?
Yeah.
Like,
are you Googling
yes,
it?
I am.
Oh my God!
Googling it.
All right. Let's go to the next one while Frank Googles that shit.
Hey, you know what? I gotta exercise after this so I don't look like Pablo Sandoval.
Oh, gee!
Hey, Sean, let me ask you this: Can you on an ab lounger? Can you do 200 crunches? I can. Yes, I can.
All right, next.
Sandoval do 200? Probably. You can't even.
Next.
Let's go.
All right, fact or fiction? Alex Rodriguez will be an all-star.
Fiction.
That's goddamn fiction.
All right. Do it.
Hey, right. He'll be
there.
Rosebud.
Rosebud.
Does it sound like the way Sean does it? Does it sound like Rosebud and Citizen Kane?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Next one. Fact or fiction? OJ will be out of parole this time next year.
How would I know that? That I don't know.
Oh, that's fiction.
Probably.
I say
I'll say fiction with Sean. I don't know though. He hopefully.
Fiction.
Next one. Fact or fiction? Fever Pitch 2 will be made.
I don't know. If it is, I won't see it.
If that happens, that's going to be another special movie for me when they do that, and it's going to definitely.
I'll say fiction. I'll say fiction.
This is what the movie will be about. The family has a son. The son's older. It's like going in his college years, right? And he's like disgruntled with his parents. And he doesn't want to be in the house anymore. And the bond of the Red Sox possibly going to the World Series is possible. And then they lose to the White Sox in the ALCS. And then they realize that family is stronger than the Red Sox.
Yeah, but in Major League
that's what the story will be about.
This, the White Sox, did they lose to the Indians in Major League 2 in the ALCS?
Yes.
That was a sad ending, wasn't it, for you, Gluey Hump?
Yes, it was. Damn it.
Yeah.
You rotten bums! You overpaid weenies! Why don't you make my butt stink? I detest you!
Hey, remember, you know what my favorite...
You're garbage!
You know
Back it up! Back it up!
Hey, do you know what? Turn this place into a parking lot. Do you know what my favorite part of that movie was? Did Serrano kill Birdie? He's alive!
I loved how Bob Uecker was like, oh, the Indians.
Yeah, he's drunk. Actually, he's drunk.
Oh, man.
It's 1948.
That movie was way better than Caddyshack.
Visually
10
was.
times
Oh, it
better
was
than-
not. Caddyshack
Oh,
had
that's some bullshit.
Oh,
That's better.
geez. We should have a debate. Oh, Caddyshack better than Major League 2. Give me a break. Major League was better than Major League 2. Up your butt, Joe Boo. Up your butt,
Hey, that's
Joe
pretty
Boo.
cool.
What? 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 All right, fact or
Okay.
fiction. Pablo Sandoval goes back to San Francisco.
Well, you know what? It may be fact. I would be surprised if that were fact.
Oh! Oh!
Oh,
Look at
oh,
that.
no.
Hey, you know what's funny? Pablo Sandoval gets skinny and he goes back to San Francisco and they win the World
Hey, you know what? Listen, I got a message from Pablo Sandoval. Listen, you seem like a nice guy, a funny guy. If you want to get into shape, hang out with me. I will get you into shape.
Yeah, go to Blue Bumblebee, Indiana.
Oh, no. How about this? Josh and Frank can be the coaches. They can train Panda so Panda can lose weight through these.
Run!
You know, I'm doing an hour of that. I'm doing an hour of that this afternoon in my 200 ad sit-ups.
All right, thank you. What's that guy's name? The workout video guy. Fuck, what's his name?
I don't know, Richard Simmons.
Yeah, there you go.
Really?
Thank you, Richard Simmons. Thank you for letting us know what's going to happen.
That's the only workout guy, although that guy is a little south of the border, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Anyways, fact or fiction. The Yankees will make the playoffs this year.
Fiction.
Fiction. I'll say fiction to that, too.
They don't have pitching. They don't have talent. Girardi's going to get his ass canned, just like Cashman. And then that's going to be the end of their – yeah.
They're old.
They're
old.
Fact or fiction, the series with the Cavs and Raptors are over.
No, I think he'll go 7.
Fiction. That's going to go 7 games.
going
I see
7.
Toronto bouncing back.
Yeah, fiction. I'm with Schwani.
No, nobody cares. Brownie, I'm sorry. We could do that another time, but nobody wants to know about Abyss. I'm sorry.
Yeah, put that video to bed. We'll learn about
Please, it's bad enough I had to deal with TNA crap every Tuesday I got to cover. How the hell does Matt Hardy turn out to be a North Carolinian weirdo like Mordecai?
I have one.
Come on, man.
Fact or fiction? Do the Cubs need to make a trade or not? Are they okay?
Yes, fact. They need to make a couple trades for some pitching. Bullpen help. I think the starting pitching's good. Yeah, fact.
Fact or fiction? The White Sox will make a trade, or actually, fact or fiction? The White Sox will eventually get on a roll soon.
Yes,
I think they will. I think all good ball clubs get on rolls. They go for something, they get on rolls. No need to panic.
It's just the schedule's been really rough for them. If you really look with the teams they have had to face the first couple of months, now they have to go on the road this weekend against the Royals. I think they're playing the Tigers after.
No, they should be. The Tigers suck. They should be able to at least take 2 out of 3 to Detroit.
Hopefully.
They go to Kansas City this weekend. Then anyway, they play the Mets. Actually, they play the Mets early next week.
Lions, Tigers, and Bears. Oh my.
They play the Mets.
All right, the last fact or fiction for today.
Sure.
Gotta get this one to be fun. Okay. Skip Bayless will become a better broadcaster at Fox Sports.
Oh, that's fiction.
I don't know. You know what? Of course, that's fiction. I guess the question should be: Fox Sports will be the worst network. FS1 will be the worst sports network on earth. That's fact. Definitely fact.
By the way,
what?
I want to see the Penguins versus the Sharks in the Stanley Cup final. That's what I want to see.
I think Tampa Bay is going to win, but we'll see.
Screw Tampa Bay. They proved that they're not worthy last year. Anyways, let's go to the spoken word.
Phenomenal.
We'll start with you, my friend.
Spoken word goes like this. We've already learned at the very beginning, just continuing to learn how much crap social media is. We don't need to deal with that. We've also learned very, very much that I don't need to deal with somebody who can text me in the middle of the night and just act like a weirdo and start making up lies to me and stuff too. I'm all over it. I'm over it. But you know what? When it comes to making up shit to somebody and being crappy like that, people shut you off and turn you off. They don't want anything to do with you. So I have to say to anybody who deals with it, get a grip, get a life, stop making up BS that's not true about me. And, and that's really, really sad. I don't care. Okay. I don't care. I'm not going to get caught in the middle. I mean, I like to help people, and that's what I was trying to do with somebody. who I met back east. But apparently, that person was a psycho and went really, really weird and really, really crazy. I've moved on with my life. I'm like, all right, you know what? What'd you say, Josh?
No, I said ain't nobody got time for that.
Ain't got time for that.
Yeah, I mean, life is way too short, and I certainly don't need to be accused of this or that. And you know what? It takes me a while. I mean, I'm like a softie. I can give people their chances. I can be like, okay, I forgive you and stuff. But when you start playing games and start making up lies and you start doing stuff like that, it takes me a long time to forgive you because it's not a good thing to do it like that. And I have to agree with what Josh says. Stop being a fake if you're going to send a friend request to somebody. Stop being a fraud. Stop trying to do this or that. Stop making such a big effing deal about that, about this or that or whatever. And stop. You know what? Also, just stop bickering on social media and bitching on social media. Really. It's bad enough. It's bad enough that we have to deal with this situation and stuff too. So it's like all I'm going to be saying. Oh, Ryman, you are late, buddy, but that's okay. Snowman isn't here. I can't wait till you get into that debate. But anyway, great show. We did very, very well. We keep getting better all the time. And no more negativity. Good. Screw it. It's not worth the time. I don't need it.
Nobody. Frank?
Social media sucks. Back to you, Josh.
Period. Be the authentic product that is yourself and have some fun.
Yeah, really.
Have some fun and do as a lot of people say.
Mountain Dew?
No, not
I've
Mountain
not had
Dew.
Mountain Dew.
Sean, I know Sean's a big mark for the Mountain Dew, but
oh yeah, there you go. Oh yeah,
it's three things: Dr. Pepper, wine, and Mountain Dew. That's Sean Man's.
I don't know. Well, I've been drinking some Coca-Cola. I need to have some Coke.
Drink water. That's what I drink.
I'm surprised they sell Coca-Cola in Blue Bumblebee, Idaho.
Not being good for you. That's why I cut it out entirely.
Idaho's got everything. Come on out to Idaho. I'll show you a real good time.
Yeah, here's the spud. Here, Al Waterman. Here's the spud.
Water rules.
Have a sponge, young man. I'm Al Water. Josh.
All right. Follow Walmart Boy at Twitter at SeanManASN. Follow the Brownie Master at Brownie Master. Follow the Big Win at Twitter at Big Win Frank. I'm at Twitter at Josh Lopez. Go to my Twitter account, WZ Josh Lopez. I have the link to my wrestling podcast that I recorded yesterday. It's on YouTube video, so you guys can see it there. Let me know you guys' thoughts on that. You can check us out tomorrow, an hour earlier from today, because it is Potluck Friday, Mago. Yeah, we're going to have some Potluck Friday.
I'll bring taco salad.
No taco salad.
I love taco salad.
Anyways, on that note, we're going to wrap it up there. Thanks to the Walmart Boy. Thanks for Browning. Thanks for the Big Win. I am Gluey Hump. This is my Sports Drive. Enjoy your post-hump day Thursday, and we'll be back mañana. Peace.
We'll be back Monday?
Friday.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow morning, actually.
Yeah, get your Spanish straight. All right, we're out. Peace. See you tomorrow.
I speak American English, though.
See you tomorrow.